get to that, I'm pretty sure that's a shout out to Back to the Future. For any of you that don't watch classics, fucking classics. It was a twin pine mole in the first part. See, away towards your body is safer. I almost cut my fucking hand. Who wrapped this? What asshole? Anyway, it was a twin pines mole, and then after he came back, he ran over the pine. You killed my pine, and it was a lone pine mole. That was the joke. It was funny, man. Laugh, man. Who the fuck had too much tape or too big a box? So this is stuff from Dekoni. You know Dekoni, right? They make the pad things that, you know, go on people's ears, and they make a fucking mess in my living room. Wow, they really packed it in. Because I met them at Can Gym in Rocky Mountain again, and I'm like, you know what I really like? I really like your like tips. And could you send me like medium and large tips? Because that's all I use. I use a large in my right ear and a medium in my left ear. It's the only way IMs fit me. So now I'm fucking golden. Or I'm fucking foamed. Yee! Anyway, now we are going to unpack this. I didn't think it was going to be this much stuff. Shit. We may have to do half Dekoni, then get to that speaker, and then do the other half of the Dekoni. I don't even remember what I told them to send me. I think I told them to send me like everything, and they listen. Because, I mean, Dekoni pads, if brainwaves are just a little bit too cheap, but ZMF are a little bit too expensive, like Dekoni's a good middle ground. Actually, Dekoni has some expensive pads. More expensive than ZMF a lot of the time. All I know is if I was 3 years ago, if you asked me to start a company, hey Zio, sorry it took a little longer to get back to you from Asia. Enjoy the pads, tips, headphones. I grabbed 2 handfuls. Tip, please enjoy. Love to hear your thoughts on the product. General urge to review. Wouldn't be upset. Do. So yeah, the reason I like their foam tips over Comply. I still like Comply tips, and Comply tips come in everything. But the Dekoni foam tips are not memory foam. They're literally like a rubberized foam. So you squish it and it don't stay. And there are not many foam tips that do that. And the fact is that I don't have to like squeeze the tip and put it in and wait 5, 6, 10 seconds for it to expand and then go, oh fuck, it fucked up. And then either adjust it, I adjusted it too much and I gotta take it out. Those you just put them in and go whoop whoop whoop, and they just whoop whoop whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. And they're in. I guess we'll open up the Dekoni Blues first. This is going to be an interesting one. Because it's another... It is yet another T50 mod. And I thought I was done going over T50 mods. Like for my life. I've had enough T50 mods for my life. The T60s are a T50 mod. The Argons Mark IIIs are a T50 mod. How do you go up from there? And I don't think these go up. I think these are going to be a side grade. Fuck! 1/4 inch to 3.5 millimeter adapter, but solid. I hate these. They're the worst thing. This is just a standard cable. I think this is just a standard cable. Okay, I just ripped. That's fine. Yep. Standard cables are here. Here's the worst idea. Anyone who uses that with that sort of torque on that size thing, look, just the weight of the wire, and I can barely squeeze my fingers to get the whole level. This is a bad idea. Do not do this. But I gotta keep it around to show that it came with that. Gentle. And why are they called Dekoni Blues? Well, they're fucking blue. Fostex themselves literally make them blue. And actually these are screen printed on here, so they're made blue. They've got the black arms, which I'd probably tighten these up. These are a little too slidey. Just tighten that screw there like 1/8 of a turn and you'll be fine. And they obviously come with Dekoni pads. It's interesting because I think these are tuned specifically to work with Dekoni pads. Because, sorry to say this to you, Fostex, your pads suck. The T60 pads are alright. I guarantee you both of these pads are going to be better than the T60 pads. Let's put them on. Yep. They better. Oh, they're so comfy. They're so squishy and warm. So these are like a large back, narrow front, narrow hole. Hybrid. Solid. Inside is perforated and the outside is felt. And these are just straight up velour. Like T50 size velour. Memory foam for days. Yeet. This is some yeet ass shit, bruh. Shut up, kid. Okay. Where'd that box go? On the stove. Of course it's on the stove. Want to be on the fucking stove. Size order. Do these 3 last because they're the biggest. These 4 last. And we'll do these. And that one, this one's got polka dots. So I guess we'll start with these 2. What do we got? Sennheiser HG700 Elite Sheepskin. Oh god, they're all taped closed. They're magnetized. You don't need to tape them. They've got magnets. That's a very specific one. So if I ever get a pair of HG700s, I'm going to get to try these out. They look very different. They're very different textures. Different stocks of leather. That would mildly bother me if I bought them. I mean, I know it's leather and it's going to vary, but that's a big variation between the two. Okay. Shit like this I'm going to have to keep in its boxes. So, are these all the 700s? 700, 700, 700. Oh my god. Check the yard sale for... Actually, doesn't DMS have HG700s? Maybe he'll get a loaner. Unless he's getting them from there as well. Oh, I get it, why they're different colors. So, Elite Sheepskin, Elite Hybrid. Hybrid. Full velour. I don't have to take them out. And then fenestrated sheepskin is nice. Though the little air holes will give you a little bit more of whatever you want. Okay. So I have 4. I don't even have HG700s, but I can deal with it. So now we got what? LCD. Alright, these are the LCD ones. These are the new big boys. I'm like, you have to send me these. You fucking have to! Because... Are these not taped? So they taped the other ones, but not these. Well, they taped one of them. That's weird. Because LCDs. Alright. Elite Velour, Elite Sheepskin, Fenestrated Sheepskin, and Elite Hybrid. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, baby. Oh my god, the depth. That's insanity. Those are so big. Look how slow the foam is. If the foam is warmer, it'll go faster, which means when you warm it up against your head, it'll expand faster. But yeah, no, that's... Poof. Poofka. Now, okay. Now here's the thing about LCDs. They need stick tape. So this is double stick tape on here. I'm imagining if I could start it. But it also has... the actual lip, so you can put them on any headphone that'll take that. And it looks like it's got... Oh, there, I ripped the... Oh, yeah. So this would work on M1060s, M1060Cs. Those are glue-on. Anything that's a glue-on, or if you're willing to pull out this ring on the inside, which is just made of, like... Actually, there's foam and cardboard. That's actually really... That's like a 2-piece ply. Or is it that's plastic and foam, so they can hold against there. So yeah, that's fucking solid. There's one of those. Here, hold on. We'll do... I want to see all of them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, look how thick. I'm in pad heaven. I've died and gone to pad heaven. I didn't have these at Can Jam. They just had the fucking thought of that there was going to be a fenestrated. Elite Sheepskin. These, oh my god. Look at this. That's like a sandwich. It's like the biggest sandwich you ever eat. Sandwich. Ever have a sandwich. And Elite Velour. Oh, what do I want to try these on? Oh my god. Look what I want to try. Look, there's no cat hair on it or anything. That'll be fixed in like 12 seconds. Chewbacca, come over here. Yeah, okay. So that's what Dekoni has done. They've ruined me, and I'm pretty sure these pads are expensive. Oh, but they are so... I haven't even heard them. I don't care what the sound changes. They're worth it. They're just worth. I'm just holding it against my head. They're worth it. Okay. One. Oh my god. Again, pairs of pads that I want to just leave in the boxes. I need to have a closet dedicated to like extremely nice pads. What could I try these on first? What could I try these on first? What could I try these on first? Try them on your mom's ass. All right. So, now this is a story I heard from someone in my Z Reviews Telegram, and I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but apparently the guys who make this powered monitor left JBL and made it on their own. So this is the spiritual successor to the LSR 305. And the LSR 305P or the 305P is not. This is what it should have been. And I find that interesting because A, it's a company I never heard of. B, it's cheaper than the 305P. C, it's a 6.5 inch that's cheaper than a 305. And D, it looks insane. Someone said, hey, even if that story's not true, that was enough to get me to throw $300 at a pair of LP6s. From Project Lone Pine. It's got a weird enough Cali Audio name. It's got this weird shit enough to make me believe that maybe they just said, hey, you know what, JBL, you guys are fucking with us a little too hard. So we're gonna go make our own. There's a picture of it. Is that a blue LED? End of days. I hate it. Come on. Alright. Reading is for losers. I'll read later. Oh, little baby feet. 4 little baby feet. A silica packet. These are great to throw in your toolbox, by the way. Actually, what was I going to put these in? Headphone box. Anything that got sweat, you just throw one of those bitches in it. We've got the worst type of foam, of course. That is a big fucking monitor. That is fucking massive. Holy shit. I'm going to put the box down. I'm going to let it fall a bit. And again, I do not need to I have like 45 reviews left to go on my list, and I bought these anyway because they were too good. There was no reviews. These like just came out. So I'm taking the risk. That's what the Patreon money is for. It's to risk on shit that might be bad. It's gonna be terrible. These could be garbage, not worth the paperweight. If any semblance of truth is behind the engineering behind it, they're worth it. If they're just a 6.5 inch powered monitor that sounds decent for $300 a pair, they're worth it. This could be a pinnacle moment. You could be watching this unfold right now on live. Wow, this is like, I don't want to like destroy this, but they used like a full complement of packing tape. Guess what? If I sell these in a yard sale, you'll have to worry about that later. All right. You are massive. Look at the port. Very thin surround. That's the first thing I noticed. This is a very thin surround, which usually means not a lot of throw. Not a lot of throw means not a lot of volume. We'll see though. Little cheapness in the paper cone. I could see it. It looks like newspaper. This is nice. Not stuffed, but that's a nice big soft dome. And that port is dumb. Like if there's not a lot of throw, how the fuck is it going to use that port? Let's look at the back. All right, we'll put that back in the box. Yep, totally missed. Well, it's down its face. Yeah, nothing sticks out. Okay. So, the other reason I bought it, RCA in, 1/4 inch in, XLR in, a volume with a detent to stop at 0. It's negative infinity plus 6. Big old power switch, and then these dip switches. The reason I bought it was because of those dip switches. Because look at the instructions on it. Greater than 0.5 meters to the wall, you want switches 1, 2, and 3 down. Less than 0.5 meters to the wall, you want switch 1 up. If you have it directly against the wall, you want switches 1 and 3 down and 2 up. And then if you have it on a monitoring thing, you want switches 1 and 2 up and 3 down. I love how 4 is literally like indicated, but it's not there. Then on a desk, there's a different configuration for 0.5 meters and less than or greater than. Then you're hanging it from the fucking ceiling. All 3 of them go up. And then you've got 6 and 7. 4 and 5 are low frequency trim. 3 different positions. High frequency trim are 6 and 7. And then 8 is RCA on and off. I mean, there's like an instruction manual, but in picture form only on the back of the speaker. I'm desperate to hear these. I want them to just shit on everything from an... I love it when employees... It's like... PSA audio? No. Power Sound Audio. Yes, PSA. PSA. The guy who runs PSA was the V in SVS. And he left because he didn't think they were running the company right. So he left to make Power Sound Audio. And then he's making audio equipment. And his equipment is just more... It's his concept of it. And I'd probably... There's a couple things where I'd have to like decide if I wanted a PSA audio or the SVS. But the fact that it's still out there and it's like a revenge... I love things built from revenge. It's like, yeah, I love revenge movies. And look at the size of this monster. Kali. It's just the biggest. It's the biggest, and I hope it's the best. We'll find out. I've got the other one over here. I'm not unboxing that. Yeah. That's just that's the biggest fucking stupid port. You just put CD cases in there too high. And then it flares up. Just work. Even if it just works loudly, I could recommend it to somebody. Anyway, I gotta clean up and I gotta deal with more boxes. And why do I do this to myself? This is me doing this to myself. But anyway, thank you for watching. Links in the description as always, and I'll be back later.